there are some people who haven't realized yet where the country is headed, and they are still pushing Pride Month on us. They didn't learn from Bud Light. They didn't learn from Target. They didn't learn from all these companies that just lost billions of dollars by going woke and going broke, going all in on Pride Month. Well, I'm sorry, but that's just not what we do anymore. But of course, the sports leagues are still trying to push it. Now, thankfully, we really only have one sports league going on right now that's major, and that's MLB. And of course, the California team decided to go all in on Pride. Well, the other night, it was their Pride night, and they forced all their players to wear rainbow hats. And in one of the most awesome displays of courage I've seen, especially considering that these guys play in San Francisco, they decided to put Bible verses on their hats. So 4 San Francisco Giants players protested Pride night Friday in Chicago. Landon Roop wrote Genesis 9:12 through 16 on his Pride hat. Reliever Sam Henches refused to wear the hat. Reliever Brubaker wrote Genesis 9:13 through 15 on his hat. And reliever Ryan Walker wrote a message on the side of his hat that was unreadable on the broadcast. What was it? But still, regardless, they set an example of how to peacefully protest. Now, the backlash has been massive. Post-millennial said that, or quotes Landon Roop here, and says the verses are that rainbow is a symbol of God's covenant never to flood the earth again. So he was just trying to promote something good. He didn't put a verse up there that was anti-gay, which he could have done. He was being from a peaceful, beautiful way of protesting. But here comes the backlash. So Sports Illustrated already. 3 Giants pitchers wore Bible verses on their Pride night caps during Friday's game. MLB has since issued a warning to them. This shouldn't even be a big story. There's just 3 guys, right? But they have to make it a big story because they got to cater to their people. But that's not the fans. The fans don't care. But, we're still seeing this whole game being played. It's still in the entertainment industry. It's still in the sports media. And it's ridiculous and sad. But I think this is the beginning of the change. But again, Athletic, after 3 San Francisco Giants pitchers appeared in Friday's game with Bible verses, MLB issued a warning. So they're putting it out there. The warning, MLB's chief communications officer, the writing on the cap violates our rules and consistent with normal practice. We have warned the players about future violations. And of course, the San Francisco Chronicle, their own hometown, had to say, on Pride night, 4 Giants pitchers on this woebegone team opted to either deface their official uniform or ignore it altogether, hijacking the event for their own purposes. Man, they're nasty over there. So angry. Forcing these guys to wear pride colors. I mean, come on. This is so insane. Now, the reason I'm optimistic about this is that people finally feeling like having the guts to stand up to this is a big deal. On a big stage, millions of people watching. The San Francisco Giants are one of the major franchises of the of MLB. And full disclosure, they're my favorite team, baby. Good for them. And it just goes to prove that the athletes are never as woke as the owners or the city, whoever runs the city for these teams. As my San Francisco 49ers are one of the most MAGA teams there is. But regardless, this is a good sign because it's getting national attention in a way that's going to create a massive backlash. We have Senator Scott Wiener, going for Pelosi's seat in California. This is the guy who wanted to decriminalize and got a bill passed to allow homosexual relationships with minors in California. Yeah, no joke. Look that one up. But says the Giants have a long history of supporting our large and vibrant LGBTQ community, even when it hasn't been popular. But that storied history makes it more troubling. The Giants are now accepting ads from Chick-fil-A, a homophobic business. And some players used last night's Giants Pride Night as an opportunity to display Bible verses about rainbows, frequently used by right-wing Christians to take back the rainbow from LGBT. Guys, you don't get the rainbow. I'm sorry. There is no taking it back. There is God doesn't have to take back anything. It's always his. It says last night wasn't just Pride Night. It was also the 10th anniversary of the Pulse nightclub massacre. Oh, dear God. So terrible. These players could have cited the Rainbow Bible verse on any of the other 364 days of the year. They chose to cite it on Pride Night. Oh, this is terrible. Well, the backlash is here because we have Todd Starnes coming out saying Major League Baseball is warning Christian ball players not to write Bible verses on their ball caps. Players are being ordered to violate their deeply held religious beliefs. Sounds like a lawsuit to me. We have Rob Schneider coming out and saying, I will pay all their fines. See, we're stronger than they are now. They spent years trying to bully us with all this nonsense, even calling their hometown team a woebegone team. I mean, they still think they can bully us. It's not going to happen anymore. And, the more these people speak out and reveal themselves, the more the people are going to get angry about it and the more they'll fight back. And so for me, I'm just proud of this team, these guys on the team, because again, it's my favorite team, but they're also doing it in the heart of darkness. This is San Francisco, the gay capital of America, the most proudly gay place. Harvey Milk was, the mayor in the 70s and so on and so forth, Haight-Ashbury Street. And these guys stood up in that. That's courage. It is, because they're going to have to face all that stuff they're going to deal with there in their hometown. But it's also, to me, it's an example of what's happening in our country, because no athlete would have dared to do this for the last several years. Going back, it was Kaepernick who was being applauded for kneeling because of racism. But now it's flipped. They went too far. Now the athletes are fighting back. And when you start getting these guys who are in this system, sports, entertainment, you name it, and they start reaching out, that's going to inspire kids, other people. So this is the beginning. This is the beginning of us getting our country back. Pride is just not what it was before. And so kudos to these guys. They are now modern day heroes in a way. And let's just keep looking for more and more of this to happen. I bet next year we get even less pride stuff as it just keeps fading away. They don't want to deal with this stuff because ultimately money talks more than all of this. Go woke, go broke. It's coming to baseball now after they just had the best, most rated, highly rated baseball season they'd had in like 20 years last year. They can't afford this. And the backlash is here, and it's huge because people like me are going to cover it and celebrate it and make sure that these guys are applauded.